And welcome back.
Hey,
It
hey, hey.
is Tuesday, and
Tuesday
we're
night.
coming right back into your faces. I'm Adam.
What? Wait a second.
Well, I'm just saying I'm Adam.
What
What's
is
up?
what did what did you just say, dude?
I said, welcome back to Bet You Didn't Know. I'm Adam, something like that. And I don't know. It flowed.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's good. Something I heard something else. Anyways,
You have to rewind for that, I guess.
I'm Ryan. Good luck trying to rewind.
Yeah, catch that later. What's up, Carter? How's it going, buddy?
Carter, what's good, my man? Yeah,
Ah,
hey, don't mind the mess behind me. I guess my wife decided to turn what space I had left in this tiny little dungeonous office,
yeah.
fun man cave room I have into a Christmas present storage facility. So,
Ah,
yeah, I got enough room just to kind of move my chair, maybe about a foot and a half back and forth.
oh, man, when you go back, that's a what the hell you got on there? It's a
Where?
fancy looking. When you scroll back, whoa, what's that?
Whoa,
Look at that
what was
fancy little
that?
thing.
What? Like it. Thanks to you, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was good having you back in the studio there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow is a big day, Carter. You got
Whew.
that right, my man.
At long last. Boy, that's gonna be I'm looking forward to getting that one out and done.
Boy, I'm telling you. Let me tell you.
What a day.
What a what a day. Hey man, these are the days that forge
Solidifies it
people
all.
into wise, hard men.
Separates the men from the boys, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm way past the boy phase. So I'm trying to think of like what's the evolution of a man? Wise man.
Yeah, boy. I'm
Elder?
frankincense,
Too young for
myrrh.
elder? I got nothing.
Yeah. It's gotta be somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But yes, as Carter mentioned, tomorrow morning is the big schedule release with great anticipation and fanfare accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, excited about getting that out there so that we can finally start talking about some things and get some of that going.
Yeah, yeah. But on a different podcast.
Yep. Yeah. A completely different podcast to be. I mean, if we really want to be honest about it.
Yeah, perhaps a completely different podcast.
Yep. So
We'll
yeah,
see.
stay tuned.
Yeah, a
More
couple of
to
hot ones.
come. More to come. That's for sure.
Yes. So what's good with you, Prince Adam?
Man, same old around here. It's
Yeah,
just a
not
matter
much
of
since the 2 hours ago, since
yeah,
we were hanging out for
yeah.
4 hours on the phone straight.
Oh man, yeah. Like I said, it was a day, but it was a day that needed to happen. It was good that it happened, and yeah, no
Yeah,
problems. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
nope,
I'm
all good.
grateful. Good. I'm glad
Yeah.
everything happened and is happening just the way it is because that just refines and makes things better.
Ooh.
My guess is Worldwide Technology Raceway. How much money you want to put on it?
Yeah, I am taking bets.
You're all taking bets. We should take a poll. Who's got who? Actually, I don't gamble, so I don't even know
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know the right verbiage to use. The over unders and around to the sides
What's
and
the odds?
odds and whatnots and things and stuff.
Yeah, what's my vig? I think that's like my cut or something like that. I don't know.
I just recently found out what betting on the come means,
Whoa. Okay.
which apparently is something
Oh, yeah.
we've been doing this past year. Um,
Ooh.
1 million and my eagle.
Oh man.
Ah, boy,
Yeah,
I
that's a tricky one.
okay. That is a tricky one. We're just gonna leave it at that's a tricky one, Carter.
Talk to me in the morning, Carter.
You, Carter, you.
Oh, you rapscallion.
Boy, I mean, I tell you what though, I've been getting a lot of questions about the Bet You Didn't Know podcast.
Yeah, we've got a lot of buzz going on with a lot of different things. So no, it's
And
all
what's funny
good.
is
It's all
it's like
forward.
it's not race oriented at all whatsoever.
No, we don't see color.
No, and a lot of folks were like, "Hey, man, you guys should talk about this. You should talk about this." So maybe what we do is we do use some of those. We just kind of weed through all the messages and find out or decide on which one. I mean, now clearly we got plenty of content that we could discuss. So
There's plenty of stuff out there. I mean, it's almost endless, and you almost get lost in the forest. You can't see the forest through the trees sometimes when you're looking for fun facts that are out there. So
Yeah.
It always keeps it interesting. It always keeps it fun. And to be honest, I started off the research this weekend. I had an idea in mind or a theme, and then it just went whoop hard left and sideways and dropped all sorts of continuity of any theme. So here we are.
Or flying H drag strip. Okay, so the question is, Carter, do you want a race at Flying H drag strip or Worldwide Technology? That's the question.
How far is that for Carter? That's got to be in the 12, 13 hour range.
Yeah, that's going to be a good trip.
And it's 13 for me to Rockingham. So, it's 2.5 from here to there to Flying H. So yeah, it's a journey. That's the trickiest part about it.
Yeah. And that's really kind of the fun behind all this. Worldwide. Oh, you'd like to go to Worldwide? Yeah. Anything's possible.
That is true. That is true. Give those David Copperfield eyes. It's fucking creepy. Creeping me out. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. But nope, we shall see tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. Answer a lot of questions and hopefully change a lot of calendars.
For sure. 100%. I was going to say something really profound, but not quite profound enough for me to remember. So I just wanted to mention it, but not have anything to back it up.
I mean, we're all dumber for having heard you say that, but yeah. No, I mean, if it comes back to you, just let it rip. Let it rip, Tater Chip.
Oh man, all that coffee today and that Red Bull just somehow is just now creeping up on me. Let's see, because that is where Donnie Hagar won the $1 million off the bottom bulb. Oh. Mm-hmm. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Carter. If you were to ask me if I knew what you were talking about, I'd have to say no.
Oh, I think the bottom bulb is yellow. Or no, is it red? Oh, I might have messed up.
Bottom bulb's
is it
green.
Red? Well, is it red though? If you go, where's the red light come into play? In the whole tree.
Those are at the top, dude.
The red's at the top?
Yes.
Man, I need to pay more attention.
You gotta put the camera down and watch more.
One of these races, maybe. We shall see.
Yeah.
We shall see. Oh man. So yeah, no.
No, you're 100% right, and I'm 100% wrong.
I'm sure.
Yes. So chalk up another one, Adam.
Damn.
I'm acting like I know.
I
don't have any idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I should pick up the camera more.
You want to come out there?
Yeah.
We've got 3. I think one of them does the live stream. Yeah, we've got one camera free.
But you're 100% right. They're all yellow, and the bottom 4 green and red.
Okay. I knew the red. I thought the red was in there somewhere. I just couldn't quite picture where it was.
Yeah. What's funny is that I was very convincing, and you thought I was right.
Hey, I would have. You could have told me the bottom one was purple, and I probably would have took it.
I'm like, bro, no, the bottom was purple. Where you been? Put the camera down.
Jeez, I'm focused. I'm looking at the car. If I happen to catch the tree, it's a great situation.
That means no delay box. He was foot braking.
Okay. I understand a little bit more about what that means.
Yeah, we know what foot braking is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I learned that one at Rockingham.
Yep. Delay box. So the delay box is, that's right. The delay box is set up. It's a digital timing box where as soon as the tree lights up and it gets to a certain spot, you let off, and then it's timed for you to hit it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it does it on its own, if I'm not mistaken, right, Carter? I think that's how that works. The delay box. Or you could just Google delay box and it'll maybe have it make more sense.
Yeah, I'll have to ask the next guy at the track. I feel like that was what the guy at Rockingham was doing, flipping the switch. And he said once the cars both pre-stage or the first set of yellow lights come on for both lanes, all he has to do is flip that switch and it takes care of everything from there. Computer controlled.
Yep.
What's up, Nick?
Nick, what's up, brother man? Nico. Yeah. So I bet you didn't know that Adam and I don't know as much as you guys about drag racing.
Nope. I make no secrets about that either.
Yeah, no, I can't pretend. Although I am highly mechanically inclined and I do feed from fire hoses, I can learn pretty quick.
No, Kyle Moore. Thank you, Kyle Moore.
Correct in the box.
Finally, someone of authority kicking in, giving us some of the answers.
What's Kyle up, knows. Buddy?
Yeah,
he's been drag racing his whole life. He knows.
I know. I should have asked him.
Yeah,
that was our fault.
Thanks, Kyle. But yeah, Christmas is right around the corner. I've been shopping like crazy.
Oh, I bet. Old Nick Rabe down there says he's been very busy with a lot of no heat calls, and I would imagine so up where you're at in this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no like heat calls. Oh my gosh, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's got to be like a plumber the day after Thanksgiving. It's just crazy.
How many times do you just call the customer and say, "Hey, it's a flame sensor. Take it out, scrub it with some foil, shove it back in, you'll be good"? Or do you go, I bet it's a flame sensor. You go and then worked with the guy who races. He told me, laugh out loud. Oh, yeah, there you go, Kyle Moore.
There you go.
Yeah, Nick, I remember when I first moved into my house, it was only a couple years old. First winter here, heat went out. I'm on one of the furnaces or whatever. And I'm trying to read the lights. It's flickering, right? That flickers different code lights.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, hey, I mean, I'm not an HVAC guy. So I'm looking at the codes, couldn't really figure it out. Industrial and commercial. That makes sense.
Yep.
So I called them and they were like, do you have a home warranty? I said, no. And they said, we should get one. I said, well, I need you to come out anyways. And basically gave me the runaround. And
how much you want on that one, Carter?
Definitely.
I'm going to take everything you got tonight, Carter. I'm just kidding.
South Georgia Motorsports Park.
I've heard good things about that one, at least.
Yeah, me too. And residential is pretty easy. Yeah, I'd imagine so. That's definitely coming from something that large down to residential is probably pretty easy to track down shit. But they wouldn't really help me. So I went and I looked at the lights. I pulled out the manual for the furnace and went through all the light issues that it could be. Like it flickers red and green and so many times and yada, 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 yada. Looked it up, pulled it up on YouTube. They said, pull out your flame sensor. This is how you do it. Wipe it down, stick it back in. You'll be good to go. Took it out, wiped it down with foil, stuck it back in. 10 years later, I've never had an issue. And apparently it's because like previous pets and shit that get sucked in there and like the pet burns up and it gets shit on the flame sensor. And anyways,
what size furnace is this if a pet can get sucked up in there?
Yeah, I know, right? Mice and
crazy
horses and things.
Things of that nature.
Yeah, things of that nature and stuff and whatnot.
Yes, indeed.
But so bet you didn't know. We talk about everything other than bet you didn't know, like air conditioning and drag racing and stuff.
That's the fun part about the podcast is
that's right, Nick.
The topics are almost here just for if we don't have anything else to bullshit about or nothing else pops up. So it's a great little deal.
Yeah.
But no, we do have some topics this week. So
I do want to give a shout out to one of the track owners who happens to manage the United States surface to air missile Patriot system. And I'm pretty sure he was responsible for, actually, I'm 100% sure that he's responsible for overseeing the whole system and recently had a successful takedown of a high velocity, what'd you call it? A high velocity
intercontinental ballistic missile.
Yeah, it was same thing the North Koreans shoot off, and we took it out pretty easy. So when I talked to him earlier, I was like, "Hey man, you keeping us safe?" And he was like, "Absolutely, that's what I do." It's like, good for you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
nobody can fuck with the U.S. America, where's my bacon? Actually, where's my Desert Eagle? And my bacon and my coffee. I got my coffee here. I just need some bacon and my Desert Eagle.
Yeah, put
We'll
the
be
bacon over your Desert Eagle and just start firing until it cooks.
Yeah, and I got a bald eagle in a cage on the other side of the house.
There you go.
And it eats apple pie for dinner every day, mixed with
And plays baseball.
I feed it Siamese cats.
Okay. That feels pointed, but okay. Whatever it likes to eat, I guess.
I feed it any kind of pet that's Asian.
Yeah, just oh man.
Okay, anyways,
we just made a lot of friends there, but either way.
Yeah, we did. Actually, there's people dropping off like crazy right now. No, I'm just joking. That's not the case. Actually, we just got like another 30 viewers. Or Bristol. Imagine Pro Extreme echoing through the mountains. Pretty sure ADR went there back in 2000s. Oh, absolutely. ADR was definitely at Bristol. Huge event. Huge event. In less than 15 minutes, U.S. can strike anywhere in the world. You're damn right we can. We get the largest, most elite force on the planet. And I was part of that one time. It was a legal gang. They could just kill the shit out of anybody and not get in trouble for it. Well, I mean, you do fill out incident reports. However, all is fair in love and war as long as you're not shooting somebody with the 50 cal, because that's against the Geneva Convention.
Then you guys were spreading so much love.
Yeah, we were. That's how we roll.
You were in the business of love.
Spreading love.
Yeah, and war. Oh man. All right. First fun fact. This is kind of a conjoined fact, and not because of twins, but just because of relation to the animal itself. But
so we're gonna start talking about nipples or slugs first.
We're gonna start off with slugs.
Okay, cool.
I found it very interesting and learned.
Yes, Carter, I have.
Oh yeah, definitely. I found it interesting when I was doing my research and discovered that the slime produced by a slug is so slimy that it can crawl across the edge of a razor blade without injuring itself.
Okay. Long ways or over it?
Just, I mean, across the edge of it, the sharpened edge. You put it right on top of it, it could crawl straight across it with no consequence. Just because of that slime that's around it.
Protective layer of slime keeps that from happening.
Correct.
That's impressive.
That's what I thought too.
Why don't they milk slugs then and use it for some type of super suit or super lube?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could super lube. I don't know if I'd want a whole suit of that. Slug man, things would get real sloppy real quick.
Well, that's an interesting fact. I wonder if that's the same case with worms.
I don't know. I can find worms pretty easy, so I've got razor blades. I can test it, but I don't believe so. I think that it's fairly unique to the snail.
That's a cool one.
Or slug.
What's the difference between a slug and a snail?
Snails have the shells, and they don't have as much slimy protection.
So what do you call a snail out of a shell?
Fucked.
Ready for a pile of salt?
Yeah. Exactly.
But the question is a slug and a snail out of a shell the same?
We're going to find out real quick, but I don't believe so. Let's see. I got to catch up on our chats while I'm working on this.
Super lube special slug style. Hopefully a Texas stop on next year's ADRL tour. Brian, were you at did you go to XRP this past year? Back in June? Man, that was a great show.
It was a great show. Hot day. A little bit of break.
Hot as shit. I cannot believe how many cars and people were there. Even when it was like 100 and something degrees, 90% humidity, like shit. And it was raining all around us. That was fucking wild. That was crazy, man. Check out the sea slug. Looks interesting as well. Yeah, for sure. Have you ever seen the sea slug feed itself? That's even weirder.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, sea slug is weird. And I've actually picked one up, or sea cucumber. I don't know if they're the same thing, but when I was in Japan, I found one on the beach and picked it up, and it just shot water out all over it. I had to work that week, and
Mhm.
I was at a pro mod race 2 weeks before that. Ah, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Texas is hot. Texas, man, Texas is great. Has I mean, just the amount of racers and the amount of cars and pro mods. I mean, shit, we were leaving that Sunday morning. They had already had, I think it was a Fox Body shootout or Mustang shootout.
Mhm.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, there were so many Mustangs, it was
There was
crazy.
a 3-mile long line of Fox Body Mustangs waiting to get onto the property. And I was like, damn. And that's just Mustangs. That was crazy.
Mhm.
A lot of cars in Texas, a lot of fast cars.
A lot of cars down in Texas, and Clyde's got himself a good little track down there. He
Yeah.
takes care of it.
That's what they say about Texas. Fast cars, fast horses, fast women.
Steers and queers.
I'll
IHRA.
be at XRP in April for the IHRA Pro Mod race. Oh, right on, man.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. According to Google, snails and slugs are related. They're mollusks. They're related to clams, oysters, and other shellfish. Snails have a coiled shell on their back for protection from predators, while slugs have a soft shell that's hidden underneath their fleshy mantle, so skin.
No
So they've got
way. Slugs have an internal shell?
that's what it says here.
Bet you didn't know
Oh,
that.
did not. Just learned that one.
So if I squeeze one, you'll feel it crunch. You probably hear it crunch.
Only one way to find out, but that's what this is telling me here. That's
Anybody else? Adam, when you were a kid, did you ever find a snail and throw it at a wall and they just pop?
Yeah, you throw it at a wall, you get the salt. Yeah, I mean, it was
try them
game
all.
on.
Did you know that you could catch a fly, not kill it, catch
Mhm.
a fly,
Freeze it.
nope, put it in a cup of water and drown its ass, right? Like shake it up,
Okay.
upside down, drown it. It's done, right? Throw it on the table. It's fucking done. So I'm friends
Oh,
with
okay.
Wiley. I got to hang out with him from time to time. Man, I tell you what, Steve Wiley
Good,
is
good dude.
just so fucking cool. I mean,
The whole family.
yeah, Grant, his daughter. I mean, just everybody was super, super cool there, man. And they let us stay at his shop. And actually, we were at PRI. We walked past Kayla Morton's Mustang, and I found out here recently that she dates Chris from Street Outlaws. Had no idea. But anyways, I'm walking past her car, and on the side, I see Turnkey Auto Body. And I'm like, hold on a fucking second. Or did it say Wiley's? Which
Wiley
one
Speed
was it?
Shop. Yeah,
Oh,
Wiley
they
Speed Shop.
changed it to Wiley Speed Shop. And I text Wiley. I was like, hey, man. It's like, is this you? He's like, yes, sir. It's like, man, I didn't know you sponsored her. That's great. She's a badass.
He
She's a
probably did
badass.
work on the car.
Yeah.
He does some badass work. I see his shit on Facebook all the time. He does.
Who's that?
Wiley.
Oh, yeah. His team, his guys he's got down there are just
Yeah.
super awesome. For sure. But okay, so you take a fly,
Mhm.
you drown the shit out of it,
Okay.
and you just lay it on the table or on a napkin or something, right? And it's not
Mhm.
going anywhere. It's dead. Or so you think. Take a mound of salt and dump it on top to where it's totally buried and just sit there. And like a couple minutes later, it just comes crawling out and flies away.
Hmm.
It's
I
weird.
used to catch them on a windowsill, and you put them in the freezer, and then they freeze, and you can take them out and put them in your hand, or you can carry them in something, then put them in your hand and be like, I'm going to bring him back to life. And the warmth of your hand warms him up, and he flies away.
Flies are crazy. I think crawdads do the same thing.
Well, I don't know.
You can take crawdads, throw them in a bowl of water, freeze it,
Boil it.
block
eat
of
'em.
ice, and then thaw them out, and they come back. It's super cool.
Hell yeah. Well, tell Steve we
great,
said
Brian.
what's up when you talk to him.
Yeah, when you talk to Steve, tell him we said hi. I mean, Steve's the kind of guy that would take anybody under his wing. He'll do anything for anybody. I mean, seriously, like I can't say enough about that guy. Just super, super nice. Super nice. Actually, the more I talk to everybody's nice.
Yeah.
Especially in this industry, man. Everybody's super cool, willing to help, pass the knowledge on. Everybody
Mhm.
wants everything to be
Yeah.
great. So
Everybody
I mean,
wants everybody to succeed.
yeah, that's
It's
right.
pretty
And that's
beautiful.
a true sign of a leader and a true successful person is that they want to share the wealth. They want to share the knowledge.
Ooh.
You can
well,
freeze a
that
koi
sounds-
fish frozen solid. It will come back as well.
All right. Challenge
Really?
accepted. Let's get a pond.
Yeah, let's I'm gonna go to PetSmart.
There we go.
Wonder if you could do that with What are the fish that people used to buy and have beta fish?
Oh yeah, and have battles.
Have beta fish battles?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
All
we should
right.
do that.
So
Yeah,
our second fun fact, which is related to the slugs, and we actually talked about the snail. The snail's teeth are the strongest biological material on Earth. They are actually strong enough that they could crush diamond down to carbon.
a snail's teeth.
A snail's teeth are the strongest biological material on Earth.
A snail's teeth is the strongest biological material on the planet.
On the planet, yes.
I just can't even believe that.
I didn't hardly either, but it's apparently
Amen,
true.
Nick. That's what is it? So what is it exactly? What are snails' teeth made of?
I mean, I don't know, probably calcium, things like that. I mean, it's a biological material, so it's not like it's made up of titanium or anything crazy. So
But it can crush diamond down to carbon.
correct. A snail could crush a diamond down to carbon.
What is the purpose? What do snails eat?
Not
Are they
diamond,
carnivores or
thank God.
herbivores?
I would guess herbivores. I mean,
That's
if
what I would think. I thought they ate plants and shit, but maybe when you're that small,
you're
and
eating
you're
microscopic
plant,
kind of things, so it
yeah.
could be anything. Another fun fact that wasn't actually on my list, but there are enough diamonds in the world on Earth to where every person on Earth could have a cup full of diamonds.
There's enough diamonds on Earth where every single human on the planet could have a cup full of diamonds.
Correct.
Wow. Yeah.
They're
How many people are there on Earth?
what was it? 8, 9 billion, something like that. No. Yeah. Yeah, it was about 9 billion.
So there's 9 billion cups of diamonds on the planet, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
Whoa.
pretty crazy. I mean,
Where are they at? Let's find them.
well, they're either still in the earth or they've already been mined and they're being held. The diamonds, the reason that they're so valuable, it isn't because it's such a scarce material or so hard to get. It's because the market is regulated, or they control the release and the market of diamonds so much that it becomes valuable because there's only so few that are released out and sold out to the public.
Huh. Yeah. So they maintain the value by controlling the market.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
That makes sense. Sorry, I'm not sorry. However,
Don't be.
my brain is a little frazzled from today. It's been worked pretty hard today.
Yeah, it's been put through some paces.
It's been through some fucking paces.
So going in line with that, this one, another, like I said, no theme. This was all just what Adam found interesting between last week and this week. But Hiram Stevens Maxim was the inventor of the automatic machine gun and actually became deaf from test firing the weapon during his research and development process. His son, Hiram Percy Maxim, invented the silencer.
Oh, I was going to say he invented hearing protection.
It would have been pretty good, but yeah, the silent even better.
Dad,
Yeah,
look at what I invented. Ah,
he's like, I don't want to carry on.
Invented.
I don't want to carry on the family business. Look at you. Look what happened to you.
Yeah. I've got to fix it.
I have to figure out a way.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
I mean, it's a necessity is the mother of invention, so I guess that is a necessity. So it became later an invention.
Yeah, probably took him a few times shooting some rounds down range where he's like, screw this.
Yeah, at a young age, he was plotting out some sort of design for this one because it was loud.
He started with a potato.
Possibly. I mean, who knows? Pillow, milk jug like in Terminator.
Yeah.
Let's see. Canada is the second largest country, Russia being the first largest country in the world.
Wait. Canada is the second largest country in the world?
Right, by landmass.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you think about all that stuff up north, that uninhabited, I mean, they have land. There's not maybe anybody living there, but they got land. So by landmass, behind Russia, they're the second largest country in the world. Canada is also home to 62% of the lakes in the world.
Wow.
It has 879,800 lakes of the 1.42 million lakes in the world.
Now, it doesn't, they might have more lakes, but it doesn't necessarily mean they have more bodies of water. Is that right? I don't know. I lost Prince Adam. He's taking a hiatus. Maybe he had to poop or something. That was a quick poop.
Yeah, sorry.
Freshwater lakes.
Yes.
So, being freshwater lakes, so are they talking about more water mass up there or just more lakes?
I mean, the lake could be the size of a kiddie pool. If it's deemed a lake, I guess they count it. I'm sure they probably call it a pond or something like that. But whatever the designation of size is to be considered a lake by a mass of water,
Mm-hmm.
they have 800 and almost 880,000 of them.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess I see that. I guess I see that.
They got a lot of lakes up there.
They do. I mean, with all the ice that had melted and the ice age being gone, and just a
glacier.
lot of glaciers scooping stuff out. You know, a lot of people don't realize that 44, or old Route 66 that runs through Missouri, was actually built along a ravine or a gouge that was carved out by a glacier, because Missouri, the center of the United States, was actually underwater at one point. It was under seawater, under salt water. It was an ocean. And these glaciers carved out a big swath through Missouri and down. And that's where 44 is.
It's probably how the Mississippi River, Missouri River, all that kind of stuff was formed initially too.
Yeah, it's really crazy, because going down like in Eureka on the way to Six Flags, down as you get to 44, you see a lot of people stopped off right there where you have like a big 50 or 60 foot wall of limestone, and you see all the different layers. And dude, there's people over there digging all the time. People find really bitchin' fossils in there. Like
I'm sure.
Like a I don't know if it's a nautilus, but I forgot what the things that look like nautiluses are, the old ancient ones, prehistoric ones. Anyways. Yeah, it's cool. I want to go dig there sometime.
Yeah. Nope. We should check it out. Why not?
Look for diamonds.
Take an adventure. Also, bet you didn't know that in Beijing, China, there's a service where for $60 you can pay for a motorbike that comes to pick you up if you're stuck in traffic. And when they come, they have a person on the back that then drives your car to your destination while you hop on the motorbike, and the motorbike takes you where you're going, so you don't have to sit in traffic.
Huh.
It's not the worst idea.
Not the worst idea at all.
I'm sure traffic over there has to be a fucking nightmare. So I'd see where it's worth $60 to not deal with it. If you hit it.
You know, there's a guy at the university down there in St. Charles. Do you remember when he was, it was like, if you're down on Main Street and you're drinking, you just call him. He rides his bike down there, folds up. He drives your car home.
Yep.
Puts his bike in your trunk, drives your car home, and then rides back home.
Not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal. If I had a foldable bike, I might consider it.
Especially as a college kid. I think he made a killing doing that too.
Yeah. Everybody knew of his service, so
yeah.
I'm sure he did pretty well.
I'm surprised he didn't pass it down.
Or expand it or something, franchise it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Could have been opportunity. Uber, Lyft probably took him out. Who knows? Bet you didn't know that the chainsaw was originally created back in the 18th century as an aid for childbirth. It was primarily used to widen the pubic cartilage or removal of disease-ridden bone, and it wasn't used for the cutting of wood until 200 years later in the 20th century.
No way. Was it motorized?
I doubt that it was motorized. Probably at the beginning, it was probably hand cranked. So yeah, I'm sure that definitely would limit somebody from cutting down a tree with a hand crank chainsaw.
But it had a chain and blades.
Yeah, and just a little wheel, like a bike sprocket. I mean, almost the same setup as a bike. And it just on that chain, it had chainsaw type cutting blades, so you could rev her up and zzz, cut their bone.
Damn, they use something mechanical like that
Yeah,
for
for
birth?
childbirth. Yeah, that's what
Jesus,
I thought too. I was like, good
fucking
God,
hardcore, man.
that is gnarly.
That's as ruthless as bloodletting.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty
Golly.
crazy.
Boy, have we
Uh,
evolved.
yeah, what a long way we've come from since then. But I mean, they still use some pretty. I mean, now they just use almost like rotary cutting tools or circular type saws, the cutting blade type stuff in surgery. So it hasn't really gotten too far from that. It's just gotten probably better motors for speed and materials for cutting bone.
Here's a question,
All right.
totally off subject.
Okay, love those.
If they're concerned about AI and its want to eradicate mankind,
That's always
what
part two, Nick.
what really is their MO? What are they going to do? What's the purpose? Okay, we're go to humans. Now what are you going to do? Like, what's the point?
Well, I think the point would be to keep humans around, or at least our point
Oh,
would be.
enslave humans.
Well, yeah, we're not looking for that.
No, I'm saying though, what if the AI takes over and their
Mhm.
goal is to eradicate humans? So what is their goal in the big picture then? To just occupy the earth as robots and do shit? There's no humans here.
Any computer program or anything like that always seeks. I mean, that was kind of the ideal with, I think, Terminator, or even with the guy who asked, how do you save the Earth? Get rid of the humans. I mean, humans are the thing that are kind of messing everything up. They're imperfect. They're not computer programs. So if we would stand to be any sort of opposition to the robots or any AI taking over, then the only solution is to take us out so that then it has complete control. It can do what it wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a thought.
Yeah, yep. We'll find out soon.
I presume.
Yeah. All right. I tried to find one fact that kept things into some sort of a maybe racing type thing, but
Is this the nipples?
no, that's the next one.
Okay.
And I'll give you the nipple one because I'm sure everybody wants to know. According to studies, 1 in 18 people has a third nipple. That seems like a lot. It seems like I should know a whole lot more people with 3 nipples.
I mean, like,
1 in 18.
has a third nipple?
Yeah.
Now, are we talking like Total Recall nipple? Or are we talking about like one areola, two nipples? 2 nipples, 1 areola.
I think it's a mixed bag of whatever you might get.
Hairier shaved.
The one weird one just has a weird hair. I've seen pictures where there's maybe 2 on one side and they're just kind of offset or something like that.
Was that a guy, or is this a guy or a female thing?
I mean, I've seen it on guys. I look at mostly topless guys, so that's where I'm gonna run across.
That was a loaded question.
Yeah,
you did great with it.
I took it and ran.
You're way too smart, Adam. You're way too fucking smart. I thought I was smart. This dude is something else.
I'm on it.
You're a fucking genius.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought 1 in 18. I was like, God, I
1 in 18 people have a third nipple. All right, cool. Never seen one, but I'm anxious to find out.
Yeah. By that math, we should be able to go to damn near any water park in the country and find at least one.
If you're a guy and you have 3 nipples, send Adam a picture.
Yeah, let me know. Send it at Adam at adrltour.com. I'd love to get to know you.
Yeah, I agree, Nick. I bet someone in the group has one.
If so, speak up.
Speak up. Who's got a third nipple?
Don't be
Who
shy.
has a third nipple? Who's got a third nipple, an 11th finger, or an 11th toe? Anybody?
Any extra appendage?
Any extra appendages? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it could happen. All right, so
that was funny, Adam. Good job.
I thought so too. I thought that was a good one.
1 in 18.
1 in 18. Let's take bets on who has a third nipple.
I
say
don't know. How
I
could
say
you even do that? How could you even guess? Like,
I
I
say
bet
it's Byers. It's got to be Jason Byers. That's my bet.
Byers.
He'll see this
Fire.
in the
He's
morning.
not on here right now. So yeah, we're
No,
talking
he's
shit.
in bed. He'll catch this
He's
tomorrow.
sleeping. He'll catch it tomorrow.
That's why I can
Byers,
talk to
you have
about
the third nipple, bro.
it. Until you prove otherwise. Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Um, so based on a 1993 study, a horse actually can produce 24 horsepower or the equivalent of 18,000 watts.
So a horse is actually worth 24 horses.
Apparently so.
So they got it all wrong. Or no, are they using that formula? Or do they use that formula?
No. And this was a study that was done in 1993. So obviously the term horsepower way predates this. So I'm assuming it probably goes back to the time when engines were first getting built and the first tractor was, it could plow the same amount in a day that one horse could. So they were like, oh, that's a 1 horsepower engine. It was probably a 30 horsepower motor or something weird like that. But it only equated to the same work level at the end of the day that 1 horse could. Now, once you had a tractor that was doing 2 horsepower, now we're fucking moving some land, and then they're often racing from there.
A horse drag race.
How does that work?
I mean, is that horse racing?
They just shoot a gun off behind 2 horses and just watch them haul ass. That would be funny.
Is it like chariot racing?
Ooh, that'd be cool too.
Oh, that would be bitchin'. We should have fucking horse drag races.
Yeah, it's redneck rodeo.
Do you think hooves would stick to the PJ1?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't get. Yeah, they'd sink right into that shit.
They'd shit on the track, and
then they fall over, and then they're stuck to it, and all their manes stuck to the fucking trail. Oh, that would.
And then he'd have to shoot them. Then they just become glue, and it's like, oh my god, he got killed because he fell in glue, and now he's going to become glue. This is a horrible cycle. It's a bad look.
So they do quarter-mile drag races. So it's not like a lap. They're not doing laps. It's a straightaway quarter-mile drag race. 20-second passes.
It's still moving.
Is it?
I mean,
I guess I'm just used to
quarter mile. How fast can you run a quarter mile? You think you can pull it off in 20 seconds? Like 20 seconds pass?
Depends on what's chasing me.
Yeah, I guess it's all about the motivation. Point there.
No, that's cool. I'm really curious. I've got to see what a horse drag racing looks like. Horse drag racing.
I'm sure it's got to be pretty much. Yeah, is there a jockey?
I see Mustangs. I see Mustangs doing wheelies.
Okay, well that's
light.
That doesn't seem right.
Horse drag racing.
Try Elroy, South Carolina.
Elroy, South Carolina.
Yeah, that's what Nick threw in the chat.
Huh. I had to look into this more.
That was a great video and song combination that you put out there, Carter.
Oh yeah, your video was great, Carter. Yeah, for sure, man. You did great. I was really surprised that they weren't Eminem songs, to be perfectly honest with you.
I was waiting for something like that, but it's okay.
Yeah. However, that is you had a good song choice, man. Let's see what Nick sent. Nick. Here, everybody want to hear Nick talk?
The town is called Ellery, South Carolina. Every year they do horse drag racing. It's the main event before the Kentucky Derby. Check it out.
Ah.
Okay.
I really like this voice messaging, Nick. That was super bitching, dude.
It comes through pretty clear on my side.
I thought it sounded great.
Clear as a bell.
Got him included right on there.
So you just need the same Bluetooth thing like I've got, and you don't even have to hold it up to the microphone. You just play it.
What's this?
Oh God, I don't even want to know.
I went blank, so
Oh,
I
okay.
don't really know.
Welcome back, motherfuckers. Day 2. Back
Oh wait, hold on.
Welcome back,
second
motherfucker.
grade.
Oh wait, what's the?
Second grade.
Oh,
Motherfuckers. Day 2. Second grade. I'm glad to see you dipshits made it back. Round 2. So before we get our day started, we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. We're going to stand up. You're going to put your freaking nasty little right hand, your little right paw of
this is why combat Marines cannot be teachers.
Yeah.
your freaking heart. Put it, your heart's in the center of your chest, dipshit. Right there. You're going to put your hand over your heart, and we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. What? Your dad says you don't have to say the pledge. You know what? You go stand in the fucking corner, and I'll tell you when you can start breathing. So, tell your dad.
I'm sure you can
It totally
appreciate
sounds
that.
like something I would say to my kids. Go stand in the corner, and I'll tell you when you can start breathing.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the days you used to put on the old drill sergeant hat and flip that mental fucking switch.
Do you?
Oh yeah, it was years and years back, but yeah.
It's people will never know the violence it took for me to be this chill.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, you've seen my transformation, bro.
Yeah. I've been there for some years, no doubt.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
All right. Now this one I found interesting. So I threw it in here, but deaf people are known to sign in their sleep. So like how some people talk in their sleep. Deaf people will sign in their sleep.
Is that a joke, dude?
No, it's a fact. I'm just giving scientific facts here. What do you find so funny?
Fact. You know how people talk in their sleep? Well, deaf people sign in their sleep. That's like, how do deaf people laugh?
I
mean, is that a fact or should I feel bad?
No, it's a fact. I mean,
Okay,
it just
it
is
is.
what it
Okay.
is. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
so they're like-
Blind people dream. I mean, these are all medical facts and all proven things. They don't dream about visual things. They dream about sensations and feeling. Like something they touch or whatever.
Okay. Carter said he wanted to be humble in it because he's blessed for this year. You are blessed, bro.
Oh yeah.
But remember, God looks out for you, and as long as your moral compass is aligned and you're vibrating at the right frequency and everything's aligned, man, you put it out there, it'll come back. I guarantee you pray every night, or at least once a day, either when you wake up or when you go to bed.
You just keep doing you, and
Yep.
you're gonna be just fine.
M's a little too cocky. I listen to him at the track. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. He kind of gets your juices flowing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You are blessed, Carter. I'm
Oh,
so happy to have you with us, dude.
yeah. You want a disturbing fact?
Always.
Okay. Think about this one. There are more bacteria cells than human cells in your body. Bacteria cells comprise of about 56% of the total cell count within your body.
Now that's healthy bacteria like gut bacteria, stomach bacteria, intestinal bacteria,
Bacteria
mouth bacteria, just in general.
in general.
So bacteria is not necessarily a bad thing. We know that
Doesn't have to be.
gut health is important, and you can have your biome, your stomach biome, and your intestines. We know that there's healthy bacteria. So that's
Sure.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think though people probably correlate bacteria with
to
something
awful.
bad.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was just surprising that a non-human cell comprises 56% of the human makeup. That's more surprising than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, you think of all your white blood cells and your
Everything.
T cell, all of
Skin
it, red blood
cells,
cells,
hair.
skin cells, hair fall. Yeah, everything, all of it.
When you total everything up across the board, that's where it really gets impressive. That it's that skewed or that much of a number. That even was
Hmm.
close to half was surprising.
Yeah. Wow. Huh. How about that?
All right, you want to take we'll go with one more.
One
And
more? Okay.
yeah, we'll go with at least one more.
All right.
Any guesses on the current world record for number of days of constipation?
Oh, Lord.
Now you're talking science language there, Carter.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love Inner Sandman? That's a great one. Although my favorite Metallica songs are, sorry, side path here,
Oh
Adam.
yeah, nope, you're fine.
I'm blaming Carter
I,
for this
I
one.
knew it was going to happen.
Orion, Blackened, Shortest Straw. No, let me put them in order. I'm going to say 1,
Mhm. Master of Puppets.
Orion, Blackened, Shortest Straw, and Whiplash. There's so many good ones, though. I mean, fuck, you Call of Cthulhu, Ride the Lightning. I mean, all
Mhm.
of Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppet. I mean,
Mhm.
that's hard, dude. That's
It's a
really
tough
hard.
one. It's a
The
tough
first
one.
5 albums are so good.
It's all subjective.
Oh, you made a video with that in the background? All right. All right. All right. All right.
Bringing the
Heck
heat.
yeah, dude. Is it like you working out? Is like videos of you like working out and
Pumping iron.
pumping iron and playing football and I don't know. Do you play sports, Carter? You don't have time for that shit. He's like, no, man, I'm drag racing.
Fucking drag
What
racing.
real young men do. We drag race. We
Right.
don't wrestle with each other.
Found probably what is, you know how every day seems to have one of those, oh, this is cheeseburger day or official pancake day.
Mm-hmm.
On March 3rd is the official What If Cats and Dogs Had Opposable Thumbs Day. When can we
Boy,
put a stop to this shit?
could you imagine a cat with opposable thumbs?
Oh, a cat with opposable thumbs would be a fucking problem.
Oh my gosh, a
They're a problem
claw
now.
on an opposable thumb?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, get out of
forget
here.
about it, man. Imagine it just latches onto you with its bottom feet and then just I mean, that would be devastating.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, man.
I chose instead of going the sports route, I chose the ever glamorous route of marching band. So I get it.
No
You
good.
thought the quarterback was beating him off with a stick. I was beating him off, and that's all I'll say there.
Hey,
High school was rough.
high school is real rough. Rabbits have a thumb.
Ooh, interesting. Is
Oh,
that,
how
is that
about
where they're
that?
lucky? That's why we
Do
chop those
kangaroos
paws
have
off.
thumbs? You think kangaroos have thumbs?
No, but kangaroos are another animal that doesn't stop growing until it dies.
Really?
Constantly throughout its life, it's constantly in a growth cycle.
So clearly the bigger the older.
Yes, definitely.
Huh. I hit a kangaroo once. Not punched it, but ran over it.
Yeah.
Hit it. Actually, I didn't run over it. I hit it and it flew off, kind of like hitting a horse. It was huge.
Yeah, they're thick.
It was so big that I couldn't even lift half of its body off the ground. And I was in my prime, man. I was, weighed 160 pounds, benching 320, 330, double my body weight. I was a fucking beast running like a machine. And I couldn't pick half of this kangaroo's body off the ground. So awkward. But I hit it in the bus.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah. What do you do?
You get out and you take a picture with it.
Yeah, it's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah.
So we skipped one, or we didn't finish one out.
Oh yeah, the
number of days for the current world record for constipation.
Number of days. So you didn't say months, but maybe that's a trick. It's supposed to lead in the months. So days. I'm going months. Man, I'm going like before she gets too bad. Stomach pains. They can't eat anymore. That might take 2 weeks. Foreign country. Shit, they're going a month in. I'm going like 50 days.
You're not far off. 45.
45 days. Actually, I was gonna go less. I was gonna go to like 40 something, but
Yeah, you're right in the ballpark. So yeah, 45 days.
they don't call me doctor for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It was an Indian woman who had to have surgery to remove a fecal mass that was a little bit larger than a
In her
football.
head.
Than a football. So yeah.
Yeah. Because I just think, I mean, you get compacted, you get stomach pains probably after a couple weeks. Oh, whoops.
I remember back in high school, one of my friends' dads was telling us horror stories about people over in Nam that would get a hold of, get all hooked up on heroin, and it would bind up their guts so bad that it, would lead to constipation, and they would end up having to go see the doctor, and they'd have to get their buttholes sliced so that they could end up passing these like softball size compacted balls of shit from
Oh, so they kind of like
heroin.
women having labor, but
Right.
instead they split their bungs.
Yep.
I mean, that's just too unfortunate, man.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, golly.
What a side effect.
I mean,
That'd keep-
I'm not gonna lie. There's been times in my life where you're sweating, your legs are shaking, you're like, oh my God, I'm giving birth.
Oh yeah.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Mhm.
I could probably think of a couple times it's happened in my life.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it
You end
can
up
happen.
shitting out a 2-liter.
Yeah.
Like, how in the hell did I even do that?
Yeah, or you shit something out that all of a sudden it's poking you back, and you're like, wait a minute,
You're
how is it
sitting on
so,
it.
how is it
You're
so big? It's poking me back.
That's so messed up. What are we talking about on here? Well, you know what, folks? We talk about nonsense.
Anything.
It doesn't matter, man. We're real. We're all
Whatever's-
human.
We're just having fun.
I mean, we've all shit our pants as adults. Just wait, Carter. It happens, bro. You get that age in your 30s and 40s where, maybe you're
Can't trust a
hungover.
fart.
Oh, prime example. Funny story. I was with all my boys. We were in Japan and we were tore down. We were getting tore to hell down.
Mhm.
And it was the next morning. We'd been up all night drinking. And, in Japan, all the shops are real small, right? And I think we'd eaten McDonald's at like 3 a.m. I just had bubble guts. I was like, oh my God, man. And a couple had sneaked out. And I was like, oh my God, I'm killing everybody. It's methane. And so I thought I was going to be sly and walk into this little shop and crop dust it because there was a bunch of people in there. Well, I walk in and I give a good solid push, and bro, I filled up like
the levee
cement
broke.
truck. Oh my Lord, dude. It was so bad. So needless to say, I did a good job of stinking up the shop, but I had to go into McDonald's, go to the head.
Oh man, you had to go back to McDonald's?
Yeah, and then I had to
culprit?
ditch the skivvies and the shit can,
Yeah.
that whole thing. Golly,
At least
it's all
at least you weren't in the
normal.
Navy or having to wear white pants or something. That would have just complicated it even worse.
It probably will when I'm a 10-time drag stock champion. There you go, bro.
That's the
Hey, man,
attitude.
it's never too late, never too soon, I should say.
You do that, I'll shit my pants on right there next to you. We'll just all stand there and shit our pants together.
It reminds me of what's the movie with Adam Sandler where the kid pees his pants and
Billy
everybody's
Madison.
making fun of him.
Yeah, you're not
Oh,
cool.
Billy
Just pee your
Madison.
pants.
You're not cool unless you pee your pants. And he splashes water all over his crotch. And he's like,
Peeing your
"Look, I
pants is
peed my
cool.
pants."
Consider me Miles Davis.
Yeah. Oh, it's great, man. Geesh. Now we're on urine and feco.
That happens.
Don't get trapped in a penthouse. Boy, I need to put my fucking glasses on. Golly, I'm in denial. Don't get trapped in a penthouse boiler, no bathroom, shitting in a trash can, cutting the top part off the sock off. Yes. Yes. Okay, so all right, if we're all telling stories here, It wasn't even 8 years ago. I had my gallbladder taken out. I had a chick surgery, had my gallbladder taken out. And it was about 5 months later. And this was at my old insurance company. And we have a storage unit, and I'm putting cubicle walls and furniture in the storage unit. And we just hauled a bunch down there. And the unit that I'm at is at least 100 yards from the main office. And we're down there, and I got bubble guts, and I'm telling my buddy, I'm like, bro, I was like, I got a shit so bad, dude. He's like, really? I was like, dude, I feel, he's like, you look pale. I'm like, bro, I don't know if I'm going to make it, man. I'm sweating. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'm going to shit my pants. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. So, Nick, I grabbed a trash can and filled a trash can up in the storage unit, and then carried it up and ditched it in their trash can. And I used my sock.
You have to. You got to do something.
Got to do it. You got to do it what you got to do. Yeah. Anyways, that's funny. So Nick was brave enough to share a story. I'll make myself vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit in a trash can in a storage unit and then use my sock. It's okay, man. It's what we do. We're men. We adapt. We overcome.
Yeah. Things happen. I don't have any
shit in buckets.
I don't have any shit stories like that. So give me time. I'll work on it. I'll try.
It's very possible.
I'll come up with something.
Well, man, that was great. This is a great episode.
Yeah,
I appreciate everybody hanging out.
Definitely.
Yeah, got interesting there, talking about things and whatnot and stuff.
Yeah, always gets a little bit sideways. Nobody's admitted to that third nipple yet, but we'll get there.
Survivor, baby. That's right. Yeah. You got it. Survivor. Yeah. So, any of you guys got a third nipple? Send a picture to Adam.
Yep. Let me know. I'm pretty interested. Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is. The question for the Thursday podcast. Hey, you know what? In the big scheme of things, Carter, that is Kenny's podcast. And if Kenny chooses to, if Kenny decides, Kenny's been really busy. I know I've been saying this forever, but look, that's Kenny's podcast. And he's, when Kenny's ready, Kenny will let us know and we'll get right back at it. But for now, you got Adam and I. And Adam and I are going to do another one, as a matter of fact. So
that's correct.
Who's got that third nip? I know. I don't think I do.
I don't.
I mean, I've never noticed.
Nick's throwing $100 for a third nip.
Oh, Nick's got $100. Anybody's got a third nip? I'm just gonna go get some silly putty and stick one on.
Somebody could be a bet you didn't know legend.
They could. Instead of third shift, we'll call it, and then there'll be one of the hosts. We'll call it the third nip.
Yeah, not the third mic, the third nip.
Yeah, the third nip. In case you were wondering how he came up with this name for this podcast.
Yeah, they got to lift their shirt and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are talking about a retooling of that podcast. Well,
not really. No.
It's more of a.
It is race centric.
Yeah,
and it may not even be on that night. We're kind of just letting that lie, right? When Kenny's ready, it'll be available. However, we're retooling some ideas for a race-centric, drag race-centric podcast that will be geared towards myself and Prince Adam and a lot of other shit. We're also talking about an all-female. Oh, wait. Was I supposed to say that?
You can.
Okay. An all-female racing podcast. And we have like 2 other ones we're working on. But, I don't like to talk about things. I just like to do them. So I'm never going to be the person that's like, oh, hey, guess what I'm going to do? Because that's just bullshit. Just do it. Right. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Yep. That is what matters at the end of the day.
That is right. So hope that answers your Carter, Mr. Jackson.
And Carter, if you're still interested or have ideas of doing a podcast or anything like that, by God, let us know.
Yep.
We got no problems with that at all.
Hey, Carter, do you have friends that you drag race with that are junior drag racers? Let us know. I think it'd be cool to have you and some friends and have some guests on. You guys can talk about junior dragsters and how junior dragsters work and the whole concept and
the learning curve.
The learning curve. Yeah. Yeah. A bunch. Sweet.
Sweet.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about that more, Adam.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think it'd be easy.
Yeah,
I mean, I
think
won't
that'd
be
a
on it.
good
It'll
one.
all be on you. But hey, if you got time,
I'm producing, so
I
we
know
can
you
make
got.
that happen from
I
back
know
here.
you got time, bro.
Oh yeah, we'll make time.
Make time.
That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Speaking of the devil, man, I just got a message from
Carter. Yeah, he said he sent you a video.
from Kayon,
Ah.
Big Head.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
He
That's
sent a
awesome.
voice message. Those are fun.
No, he didn't send a voice message. No, he
Oh,
should.
damn.
No, nope. He said give him a call after the show. I said, I will. I will, brother. Let's see. So yeah, man.
That is the latest and greatest as far as we know, up until tomorrow morning. When yes, we do know more.
This is from Carter. This is from Mr. Jackson. Sorry, Mr. Jackson. Ooh, Carter's for real. He didn't mean to make your daughter cry. He just likes to drag race all the time. Oh, I should just. There you go.
What are we doing? We're giving this
I'm a
stuff away for
musician.
free.
I can't help but just make things up like that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the next time you're putting together a video. Hit us up.
Oh, he let's get it. Oh, this is a PDR Carolina Nationals. It says it's not formatted.
Carter, did you have that one on Facebook before?
It's saying it's not formatted properly or something. I can't get it to pull up on the mobile site.
There's been zero evidence.
Oh, God.
boy.
Jesus Christ. I don't even want to know what your algorithm's playing there. It sounds
No,
like
I don't.
something.
No, it's actually who is who's the reporter person that talks for the House at the podium? What do you call them? The press
secretary?
Press secretary. No, it was a picture of her with Obama's face.
Oh, okay.
So it was her talking, but it was Obama's face and voice. So,
yep.
Yeah. Okay. We're not talking politics.
Yeah, we're out of that shit.
We don't talk politics. We don't talk religion.
Yeah, I don't have the bandwidth for it, as some would say.
Yeah.
Love you, Tom.
Although I am a spiritual person, I still choose not to because that's something people hold near and dear to their heart.
It's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing, and it doesn't matter how you choose to handle your religion or your spirituality. Anyways, I digress.
Indeed.
Love you guys though. And thanks for joining us. It was great. It was December 19th. We're going to wrap it up. It's 9:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll be looking forward to releasing that schedule tomorrow morning. It's going to be fantastic.
Keep an eye out, and we will catch you guys next week.
Yes, we will. Peace and chin grease.
Bulls on parade. I hope people go back and figure out what that means.
Peace and chin grease?
And the Bulls on parade.
You're not going to tell everybody to fuck off, are you?
No, not this week.
Okay, I will. Fuck off.